I don't know if I'll ever post this. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm putting it in a story form. A good story form. I'm a good storyteller. I can tell stories all day. Shit, now that I forgot what I was going to say how to say. Oh, yeah, this is important. Listen, Jeremiah. Just listen. It'll get through. You know when things changed for me in my life? When I realized this is my life. And it's a... I got my hat on for this one to cover my eyes because it can be sad sometimes when we realize we've lived our life for so long for others. That we realize that we gave our power away to people and others who definitely did not deserve them and didn't respect the respect that we gave them. It's powerful, man. You know, the ones who are like me and just respect the ones that they say, this is the way I am, this is the way it is in this relationship, this is the way it's going to be. And then the other doesn't return the favor, but they say they're going to. That hurts. It fucking hurts, man. It fucking hurts. And it cuts us deep. And it cuts us into a point where we start negotiating with ourselves, telling ourselves, okay, well, if they do this, if they do that, if I do this, if they do that, if I do this, I do that. And now we're negotiating with our soul. We're negotiating with our soul. It's so terrible. And it's so wrong. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, at least in this country, where I could go. And there's beautiful souls. And there's lost, dark souls. And there's people that would love us and genuinely admire us. And people who are jealous and envious of us. And our body's telling us, I don't care who you are. I know your body and your soul is telling you something is wrong, something is wrong, something is wrong. But yet we sell ourselves short to look like a certain way or be a certain way or become a certain way for those we just want to love us. And sometimes it's just not that way. And it's not our faults. It's not our faults. We have an idea of what something we want, something we deserve, something we believe in, something that we desire so much that we will sell our souls to the deepest depths of darkness for this or for that. We're at a point now where we just can't do that anymore. How much of our life, how many pieces of your life, how many pieces of you are you going to give away? How many times are you going to let whatever hurts you before you say fuck you? Before you say fuck you. And I know the pain. And I've been the pain. And I've fucking lived. And I've lived the pain of letting something go that you want to hold on to so much, so hard, that you're willing to sacrifice every bit of your essence to hang on to. Finds out, and you find out it. And it shows up, and it comes up. But I'm never going to do it again. And neither should you. Fuck that. This is my life I'm living. If I want to go to Vegas, I'm going to Vegas. If I want to do this, I'm doing this. Especially if you have the financial means and you've come up so far that you can just take off and go do what you want to do and live like a gypsy, because that's what I did. That's what I did. I only had like 13 grand when I did it. And I'm living like a gypsy, bro. And I'll never stop. I'll never stop because I found a value in myself. a value in what I deserve. And I stopped listening to this all the time and started listening to this all the time. Because this will tell me 1,000 different things that contradict themselves 1,000 fucking times a day. I hate this. I love this. I love this. I hate this. I hate this. That's blue. That's green. That's, like, I fucking need you to tell me what color that shit is I'm looking at. Like, I need you to tell me how I feel about something when you don't even know how you feel about something. Because tomorrow you'll tell me this and this. Fuck that. Once I started listening to this, my world shifted and my world changed. And then trust me, this has been broken so much. Just recently broken. But I'm striving. I'm driving. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. I read it every day. I read it every single day. Quitters never win and winners never quit. And I'm going to win. And that drive is in you. It's in you. It's in that hollowness in here. This emptiness and what you're feeling and thinking that makes us feel full, makes us feel blah, 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 blah. Look deeper within. Look deeper within. What really makes us feel complete and full? Oh, and then there comes up this shame, this guilt, 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 this shame, this guilt. It just keeps coming up. And it feels bad. And if it's negative, I'll tell you this right now. If it's a negative feeling, it's not from God. It's not from God. You want to know where God sits and dwells and liveth inside of me? It's that one voice that never speaks. And it goes on all the way. From your root to your crown. I know these new age things tell you that the crown chakra is purple or blah, 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 blah. It's gold. The crown chakra is gold. It's in many paintings. It's in many visuals. That crown chakra that looks like a halo around your head, it is gold. And if you can reach that gold, you're creating. But know this, whether you think you've reached this gold while you're interpreting everything every single day, you've already been there. You're doing it without even effort. You're existing without effort, right? Your heart pumps, your lungs breathe, your body does this, and this. Aren't you doing it effortlessly anyway? And the biggest thing that we all confuse of is, or the biggest downfall in my life has been, is to listen to this. When this changes its mind every fucking second of every fucking day for the last 45 years of my life. This is good, this is bad, 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 that's bad, this is good, this is good. And sometimes you know what it does. Somersaults. If you shut this off, if you can, which is through meditation, through whatever you enjoy, smoking marijuana, drugs, blah, 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 blah. I'm not condoning anybody to hurt themselves with drugs, but if you're doing it, don't feel bad about it, because Spirit is obviously trying to help you control this. I'm trying to control it. Learn to ignore it. You know how I learned to ignore it? I said, I am happy, I am peace, I am love, I am money. I am happy, I am peace, I am love, I am money. And I've done it so much that even the voices in my head have got sick of hearing it. Negative emotion, shoo it away. Negative thought, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. That's what I do all day, every day sometimes. All day, every day sometimes. I may look crazy, you think I'm crazy. Am I crazy? I'm doing what I want to do. I'm living the life I want to live, and I'm living it to the fullest that I've ever lived. You know? So, it's within all of us. It's within all of us. There's a thing that we all hold on to that just, okay, this is what I have to hold on to. Whether it's a job or benefits, health benefits, 401k, blah, 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 blah. Spirit saying, go ahead and say it. Spirit, if I start speaking tongues, I'm sorry. I tried to stop myself from right away. Yeah, no, yes, yeah, I know this. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a home. I was living in a tent like 3 or 4 years ago, and I decided I wanted this. I wanted that. I wanted this. I wanted that. I wonder what it's like to spend this much money in a month. I wonder what it's like to have an unlimited credit card. And then all of a sudden it showed in my experience. And none of it was in my name per se, but I was reaping the benefits in a beautiful, beautiful, loving way that I loved how it was coming through. I loved it. I spent $20,000 in 1 month on nothing, on nothing. And it wasn't like I was using anybody for it to happen. They just loved me so much. The vibe, the experiences I was expressing about myself, the beliefs I had is the key of how I did that. I've been from California to Maine. All right, I got to California, gas prices too high. Fuck California. Oh, I can't carry my gun. Fuck you, California. Hey, but that's how I did it. And it also wasn't time to be in certain places. But I went there. I've been there. I've been from Michigan to Florida, from California to northern Maine. And that's the honest to God truth. And it's all because my heart desired it. My heart desired it, but then I also wouldn't let those negative words and negative talk that the mind tries to put in. Oh, you can't do that. You can't be this. You can't have, or anybody else, especially outside influences. I didn't let it. I didn't let it interfere. I listened to God tell me, this is what you want. For all your desires to be met, follow this. Follow this. Follow this. And bring this into it to be logical. But definitely follow this. And it became an infinite loop. And I can't wait to see what God has for me next. I can't. And I can't wait to see what God has for anybody next to who's listening to what I have to say, because I've got a lot of words to say and I've got a lot of messages to say. I've got a lot of knowledge to share. And I have to. It's my calling. I have to. I have to help the people in my vibration, and I have to help the people that has helped me in my past. If you ever let me sleep on your couch, if you ever gave me a cigarette, if you ever fucking gave me a beer or $1 or just your time or an ear, forever in my heart you shall hold. Forever in my heart shall hold. Stop taking this time. I'm sorry I keep speaking in tongues. I'm new to this. I'll stop speaking in tongues as much as possible unless Spirit tells me to, and then I can't help it. That's just the way Spirit is. Because I know there's people out there that can understand what I'm saying. I know there's few people that know exactly what I'm saying. I do it in my sleep. I do it when it happens, and that's okay. Psychopathy, don't point that finger at me. Don't you point that finger at me. Because all you're doing when you're pointing, right? Anyway, I'm a last moon. I am Catharsis. I say that because that is my band and that is me. And whoever else joins me, whenever God brings them in, because he will. That it's not a man or woman. It is the only thing, God. And if you follow me some more, I promise you I will get you there. I will show you God. And God will show you itself to you. And you're going to be like, well, okay. Now I understand everything. Now I understand my path. Now I understand this. I understand that. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. And that's all I speak here. I am Catharsis. I am a last moon. And I only speak the truth. Oh, yeah. A last means like, look it up if you want to know. It's beautiful. Catharsis is even more beautiful. Those are important words. Those are important lessons. And this is an important life because it's your life and nobody else can live your life but you. That's so powerful and so true and so perfect.